All right, I want to thank all the people at the Holiday Bowl for the hospitality we've enjoyed. Does anybody have any questions?
Coach, there's been pictures on the internet, excuse me, right here in front, I apologize, of your quarterback. It appears to be in a cast. Can you speak about his condition for the game, please?
He's doing great. You can use your imagination all you want with the cast. He has had something on his hand all year. Hence, we gave him the nickname the Kingslayer. But beyond that, you're on your own. Anybody else?
When you look at Brian's work, I mean, you can talk about Luke a lot, but Brian's obviously a quarterback from Michigan State who's had some success. What do you see in him that he brings into the game?
He's an explosive guy. He can move his feet some. He's got a pretty good arm, and you know, in the other thing, he gets hot. There's times where he gets streaks where he gets pretty hot. You know, and I think that he's a very good player. He's one of the best quarterbacks in that league, and you know, definitely a key on offense.
All right, here in front. I saw you went to SeaWorld over the Christmas holidays. How'd you think of it?
I didn't go. We met. We were able to meet right after our practice, so we went up there and met. I've been to SeaWorld before, which I think is great. You know, contrary to popular belief, unless people are exposed to these animals and things, and you know, the fish. I mean, it's going to be tough to have a great understanding of them, even though that's there's some people that disagree with that. So a number of our players went to SeaWorld and enjoyed it.
Coach Leach, Coach D'Antonio's been asked a lot about facing your type of offense because it's not something Michigan State faces regularly. But their offense, they would rather run at you and attack you than run away from you. So how do you folks adjust to facing a different kind of offense?
Well, they're a little different. They remind me of Utah and Stanford in some ways. They're not exactly like that, but they're, you know, they have some power run philosophy like Stanford and Utah.
Coach, what have you seen from linebacker Joe Boschi? Kind of similar to Peyton Moore.
Well, he's bigger than Peyton Pallure. Just a real solid guy. You know, a solid guy. He's not gonna, you know, if you run anything at him or if he hits you, he doesn't move. The other object moves, and I think he does a great job. Just a good classic physical linebacker.
Coach, I have one football question and one non-football question. Have you gotten the sense that your team is motivated at all based on their showing here last year and the fact that the game didn't go obviously the way you guys would have liked and now being back here in the same bowl game?
Well, I think they're always motivated, but they're two separate games, two separate teams, so I really don't think that has anything to do with it.
And then the non-football question, you had the Players Tribune piece today. I was wondering how often you think about Bilbo Baggins, your pet raccoon from your childhood days, and if you would ever consider having a pet raccoon again.
Yeah, I don't remember when I did that article, but yeah, I did have a pet raccoon. I would like to have a pet raccoon again. It's tough if you travel. They're quite a bit more maintenance free than you would think. They do like shiny objects. Yeah, I kind of would like to have a pet raccoon again, but you know, bouncing around the country, it makes it tough. And then you know, and then you just there's the time when they, you know, they hit kind of raccoon teenage years, and it's time for them to head off and into the sunset. But no, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and in some ways, you know, every bit as maintenance free as a dog or a cat. You know. I think Luke's had a tremendous impact on our program. That's why we gave him the award on the aircraft carrier. You know, Luke, besides his work ethic as a walk-on to become, you know, I mean, he's top of the heap in the Pac-12 as far as yards, touchdowns, all those things. And, you know, I think that it started with his incredible work ethic to become a starting quarterback at our place. And then I think as that happened, then a lot of just sort of the standard of how hard you work, how you treat an off season, how you treat practices, I think rubbed off on a lot of our other players that we had to play early. We had a lot of guys that had to play as freshmen, and you know, in that class because we were a very thin group. And I think he kind of led the charge on that and has been very instrumental to our team in a lot of ways. A lot of them intangible, but were very important for building a program.
One last question.
Coach, the Michigan State corners are very physical and very big. What stands out when you look at them on film, please?
You pretty well covered it. Yeah. I mean, they move around good, and they're good corners.